Hi guys, welcome to my results day video. Again, it's August 22nd, so I'm in year 11. I'm gonna get my results from school. It's like 20 to 7 in the morning, so you know, it's whatever. Basically, what GCSEs are, it stands for General Certificate for Secondary Education, and it's like the British equivalent to just getting a qualification. I was gonna think of something American, but I don't know what it is. But like, you do subjects, right? And then people mark it, you get it back, and you get a grade from 1 to 9 because they changed it from A star to G. For where a 1 is like a G, E, F, and where it goes up to 9, which is like A star star. So that's like a whole new grade, and that goes to like the top, I don't know, like 4% of the population. So yeah, it's all good, you know, we move and whatever. But so I don't really know what else to say, except I need to get my results. I need to eat breakfast, and we'll just see how it goes. So I've got my little envelope here. Thank God that the lighting didn't actually let you see like my results or whatever, because it's got my school logo and I respect my school enough not to like showcase it on YouTube or whatever. But we move, and we're gonna start with my first qualification on the list, which is BTEC PE, which I think was EdXL. I got a distinction star. Love that. I got 3 distinctions and 1 level 2 merit, and that averaged up to distinction star, which I'm really grateful for. Distinction star is equivalent to, it says 8.5, so I don't know, between A star, 8, 9, that sort of level. So let's just say A star, which I'm very proud of. Next is AQA Combined Science Trilogy, higher tier, and for that I got a grade 7.6, which again I'm really proud of, because as much as I love science, it was never really my strongest subject. So to get a 7 at all, I'm really proud of myself. I'm really, really proud. Next, we have maths. That was EdXL, higher, and I got a 6. And me and maths. No, you need to understand, me and maths, I had meltdowns because of maths. I had breakdowns. I cried so many times. I got angry so many times. Maths is just was not my subject, because I'm not very logical. Well, I am a logical thinker, but not when it comes to maths. So I kept having to I just kept stressing and getting frustrated because I didn't get the work. But in the end, I got a 6, and that's a B, and I'm like, bro, 10 out of 10, absolutely loving it. So that's great. I'm really, really grateful. That was like my best case scenario of maths. I was ready to secure that grade 3, like no joke. I was ready to secure that grade 3 and redo maths and come November. But at grade 6, I'm very proud of that. Next we have RE, and so for RE I did AQA. I did specification B, which meant that I did Catholic Christianity, Judaism as my other other religion, theme A, which was relationships and families, and theme C, so that was about human rights and everything that followed through with that, and charities and yada yada, and I got a grade 8, which is what I've been getting all year. So I'm really glad I sustained a grade 8, which is equivalent to an A star on the new 91 system, as mentioned before. I'm very happy with that. Next is history. I struggled with history a lot. I loved it in year 7 and 8, and I thought I could continue it on, you know, GCSE. It's quite hard because there's so much to learn, and then you don't really get that many topics in the exam, so but you have to learn everything because it's all relevant, and that was really hard. But I went to so many boosters. Like my head of science, my head of history ran boosters, and he was amazing, and my history teacher ran boosters like once a week, like for the whole of year 11, and I was super grateful because I really needed them. Let's just say that I really needed those boosters, because I got an 8, and I've never gotten a grade 8. I never got a grade 5 or 6. I've always gotten 4s and just thought that, just hope for the best. But I'm really, really glad. I don't know if it was my teacher marked a bit harshly or whatever, or just loads of other reasons as to why I never seemed to pass. But I got an 8 in the end, and I am so proud of myself. Like, I'm really happy. Okay, next is French. Yeah, don't mind my door. It does that. Very annoying. But we move. Okay, so French. French I got an 8. And I'm quite happy with that because, like, I speak French at home, but I didn't start speaking French properly until secondary school. So I grew up with it, but I didn't really have the confidence to speak at home. But now I'm speaking it a lot more than usual, and it really benefited my grade. Like, and I love writing in French. There's something about writing in French that I love. French writing, when I tell you, literally waffle your way through. Like, makes sense, but literally, no joke, like, with my mock, I got a grade 9 on my writing. It's literally because there are grade 9 structures that, like, it shows the examiner really impressive things. So whereas, like, avoir envie, which is like I fancy to, or I want to, and avoir besoin, which is like I need to. Use conditional tense, especially in your speaking, because it sounds more polite. So say you're stuck in an exam and you're not sure, like, what your French teacher said or whoever's examining you. If you say something like pourriez-vous répéter s'il vous plaît, which means could you repeat that please, it's a lot more polite, and when that gets recorded you could probably get marks for that. Or like if you say je voudrais en glace, like using vouloir in conditional, 10 out of 10, you're amazing, do that. Use irregulars and stuff, but I think I'm going to do a video on how I got like grade 8s in certain subjects, just so you can get help. But with French, I think literally, like, it wasn't as hard for me because I spoke at home. But watch Netflix shows with French subtitles, or watch English shows with French subtitles, but watch French shows and they're quite good. And French music, bro, I'm going to be doing a French, actually I think I'm actually going to do like a French bangers playlist thing that I put on YouTube, because French music is, like, you don't even have to understand it to know it bangs. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, the last 2 subjects are both Englishes. So my door. And anyways, English language, I got a 7, and I got a merit on my speaking. Okay, but because I genuinely thought I did a lot better, but I did the best that I could, and if that was a merit in the examiner's eyes, I'm absolutely fine, because a grade, and I got a grade 7, so I'm not complaining. So yeah, so I got grade 7 in my language. All I can say really is keep practicing, because the question types are all the same, it's just the context is different, right? So keep practicing, keep getting help, and yeah, and enjoying the subject does do you wonders. Also, and French, jeez. And lastly, English literature, I got an 8. Bro, I didn't even finish the exam. I didn't finish the exam for Macbeth. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I did Macbeth as my Shakespeare, Christmas Carol for my 18th century novel, 19th, sorry, no, 1800s is the 19th century, yes. And then spectacles for my 20th century type thing, 20th century play, let's call it that, which was, I absolutely adored it, and it really pays off. Like, just literally just keep revising. So I'll go over my grades one last time. So BTEC PE, distinction star, science 7.6, maths 6, RE 8, history 8, French 8, English language 7, and English literature 8. Oh my gosh, it balanced.